Greetings, dear viewers, greetings from my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. The gorgeous terrace makeover by Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott illustrates why matcha green paint is the trendiest color right now for designers. Their outdoor space has a stone planter, black and white checkered floors, and monochromatic furnishings in addition to a revitalizing green paint job. The colorful and inspirational interiors of the power couple/design aficionados, Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott, are probably familiar to anyone who has been following them on social media. The pair just revealed their most recent project, a makeover of their flat in New York City, and we are really smitten with the patio. According to a post that was shared on Facebook pages, green paint does a fantastic job of making the outside space feel as revitalizing, inviting, and clean as ever. It provides us lots of terrace ideas and is the ideal contrast to the monochrome lounge chair, stone urn planter, and black and white tiled floors. Green is a great paint color choice to rapidly brighten and enlarge an area if you're working with a tiny outdoor space, which may be the case if you reside in a huge metropolis like New York. Explore Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel's opulent New York residence. Architectural Digest was given a tour of Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott's maximalist apartment in New York City, which features distinctive rooms, colorful wallpaper, and lots of color. Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel revealed a fresh perspective on their unique property. The long-standing pair, who became engaged in 2023, gave Architectural Digest a tour of their modern and vintage residence in New York City. The first look included floral wallpaper, gloomy green molding, gold accents, and a chandelier. The tour started with the lobby, where they welcome guests and take an elevator to their living area. "We wanted to really welcome our guests with something interesting, exciting," the HGTV personality stated in the October 8th video. "There is nothing more important than a first impression." After they moved home, he also used his expertise as a contractor to create the gorgeous high ceilings. Originally, the ceiling height in this room was less than 8 feet. It was really low. "It was there," he continued. "And up top, all of that was just a waste. Thus, we lifted it. To attract attention, we added the crown, a statement fixture. Actually, my favorite feature is the arch. Additionally, this is merely a preview of what's inside. More magical murals and wallpaper, together with traditional and creative wall and ceiling molding, continue to adorn the flat after entering." According to the actress, this place looked absolutely nothing like the way it does now. The kitchen came next, and Jonathan referred to it as the heart of the home. An open, light-filled area is created by combining several tones of blue with a stone island and backsplash. Instead of using recessed lighting in their kitchen or any other part of their house, they purposefully chose to use lamps, sconces, or chandeliers. Jonathan remarked, "This is the side effect of being engaged to someone whose father is a world-class cinematographer," referring to Zooey's father, Academy Award nominee Caleb Deschanel. Lighting is very important. With a floral patterned couch, vibrant pillows, and even a custom-made rug, their main living area combines modern and traditional design elements. They concealed a screen that they could draw down and use with a projector to block off the view of a TV. The Property Brothers star added, "You can come in here and it's unique, but it's also super comfy." The New Girl star said, "We love a place that feels like lush and pretty, but also we want our home to feel lived in and not too stark and austere." In addition to providing visitors with entertainment, a grand piano lends timeless beauty to the house. Zooey revealed that she enjoys parties that are sing-alongs. In the adjacent cabinet, their karaoke apparatus. Jonathan said that their outside area is a unique haven from the bustle of the city. Jonathan said, "You don't really get a space like this in New York City apartments," referring to their 3 terraces. "It just feels like you can get that little slice of what we had in LA when we started." Among the spotless flora, wood fences, fountains, checkered flooring, textured ironwork, and a topiary elephant give the area the English garden feel that they really love. Their books are arranged on arching bookshelves set within the walls on either side, creating a comfortable area with specially made chairs. Their apartment wouldn't be complete without a room with a fireplace. similar to their bedroom, where the light blue seashell-style headboard and the embroidered wallpaper are the main features. Every cloth incorporates color and pattern. Jonathan referred to the kids' room as his favorite room in the whole house since it had a big, extended bunk bed with storage and privacy space for Zooey's 2 kids with her ex-husband Jacob Pechnik, son Charlie, age 8, and daughter Elsie, age 10. When the kids saw it for the first time, they screamed, Zooey said. They were so excited. Continue reading for a look back at the couple's life together outside of their apartment. The significant debut, the couple took a significant step in their romance when they went Instagram official in late October 2019, shortly after they started dating after meeting on Carpool Karaoke. Zooey and Jonathan posted tidbits about their terrifying night at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights on social media after their date. I'm still processing how scared I was of these people dressed in spooky masks, the new girl alum wrote. Claus, the actress, made his brother's Halloween wedding a huge success. Significant milestone, the property. Brother's star openly used the L letter in his Instagram message to declare his love for Zooey on Thanksgiving 2019. He said to his 1 million followers, I am so grateful to be surrounded by such incredibly fun-loving people and puppies. You make my life happier. I cherish you. Formally recognized, the pair debuted on the red carpet at the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards in November 2019 after 2 months of dating. Beyond this world, during their Star Wars double date with Drew Scott and his wife Linda Fan, the force was powerful. Everybody smiles, the pair has a great date night at the Los Angeles premiere of Emma. Worms in Books, the pair performed a reading of Jonathan and his twin brother's children's book, Builder Brothers, Big Plans, on Facebook Live in April 2020. 2020 MVP. My 2020 MVP was this guy, who always made me feel happy in spite of a weird and uncertain year, Zooey wrote on Instagram as she rang in the new year, expressing her love for Jonathan. Hoping 2021 is full of silver linings for everyone. Bells for the wedding in August 2023, the couple declared their engagement on Instagram, exclaiming, "Forever starts now." Enter the maximalist Manhattan home of Zooey Deschanel and her fiancé Jonathan Scott. Oscar Holland's story on CNN. Custom design elements abound at Zooey Deschanel's new residence. Both the marble mantelpiece and the actor's cushioned L-shaped sofa were custom-made. She also has custom lampshades, terrace trellises, kitchen hoods, and beds. Maybe that's what happens when you purchase a house from a man who is well known for remodeling fixer-uppers as one half of the Canadian television program, Property Brothers. Along with his twin brother Drew, Deschanel's fiancé Jonathan Scott serves as the spokesperson for house remodeling and interior design on cable's HGTV. The presenter is also a co-owner of a YouTube channel, a production company, a magazine, furnishing lines, and a series of how-to books that are all devoted to helping people create the houses of their dreams. It was his turn now. As the two opened their Manhattan duplex for Architectural Digest's upcoming November issue, Deschanel said, "He won't stop until everything is perfect. And he can carry out anything I can think of." The end effect is a painstakingly designed house that strikes a mix between vintage appeal and the kind of charming details one might anticipate from a celebrity known for her offbeat performances in Elf, 500 Days of Summer, and the long-running comedy New Girl. They told me right away that there was nothing modern. "We love color and we want a sense of history," said Young Ha, the couple's interior designer and a New York-based designer who also interviewed for the article in Architectural Digest. Allusions to history are present over the Georgian-inspired home, from ornamental pillars to the crown molding that lines its palatially high ceilings. Additionally, there is tangible heritage in the form of vintage chairs from George III of Britain's reign, which are currently covered in deep purple velvet. The actual apartment complex, which was constructed at the turn of the 20th century, is a little more recent. Deschanel and Scott, who met while recording a Carpool Karaoke piece for The Late Late Show with James Corden in 2019, recalled the duplex being in a sad shape when they first observed it that year. Scott described it as completely bare, like an abandoned office building from the 1980s. Deschanel went on to say, "It was definitely sketch. The house has undergone a thorough makeover over 6 years later. Floral and botanical designs are a recurring theme, from the chintz armchairs to the vivid hollyhock wallpaper that greets visitors at a private elevator entry. A quirky Bottega Veneziana chandelier above the hardwood dining room drops a bouquet of Murano glass roses. These flowers contrast with marble accents, striped curtains, and embroidered wall coverings. Their interior designer apparently touched every surface. Young's maximalist style is brilliant, and she really got my aesthetic, Deschanel said to Architectural Digest, which released a coffee table book called AD at Home last month that featured over 70 celebrity houses. Mixing patterns and textures to create a harmonious effect requires a great deal of skill. In another family area, a big fireplace is flanked by 2 sunken bookcases in a pistachio-colored space. 3 distinct terraces, meanwhile, offer light outside spaces. Additionally, there is a children's room with bunk beds for Deschanel's 2 kids from her previous marriage to Death Cab vocalist Ben Gibbard, ages 10 and 8, respectively. But for the time being, the Manhattan flat will simply be the family's pied a terre on the East Coast, not their primary home. Deschanel is from Los Angeles, where she and Scott purchased and, of course, refurbished a massive 1930s Georgian revival house in the lush Brentwood district. Her childhood home in Pacific Palisades was destroyed by the city's devastating wildfires earlier this year. Discover how Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott's New York City home transformed from an abandoned 1980s office building to a stunning home. In a video tour with Architectural Digest, the new girl, actress, and the HGTV host unveiled their recently remodeled, maximalist house. Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel are kicking off the opening of their New York City residence. Through a video tour with Architectural Digest, the 45-year-old New Girl star and 47-year-old HGTV anchor showed off their sophisticated, maximalist home in downtown Manhattan. They disclosed during the walkthrough that although the house has undergone extensive renovations and now looks gorgeous, when they initially visited it in late 2019, it was a complete eyesore. When we initially looked at this place, it looked nothing like what it does now, Deschanel remarked. It had great ceilings, but that's about it, joking that her first impression of the room was ew, gross. At first, the site was totally raw and stripped down, like an abandoned office building from the 1980s, according to Scott. The pair, who became engaged in August 2023, contracted with Young Ha, an interior designer based in New York City, to help them renovate the house since they knew they would need to give it a lot of love. Deschanel claimed Ha truly helped bring her passion of maximalism to life in their city home as she showed the outlet their vibrant kitchen, which has marble countertops and light blue cabinetry. I adore maximalist design and the ability to combine a variety of prints, colors, and other elements, she said of Ha. It takes a lot of skill, and that's something she does so well. Her fiancé, a construction professional, is praised by the actress for being incredible at maximizing space in the build. The flow from the kitchen to the living room is so wonderful, she said, adding, he looks at a floor plan and knows where the problem is going to be. By concealing a drop-down screen in the ceiling, Scott was able to hide his fiancé's pet peeve of having a TV in the living room in the lush and pretty area. According to him, the space is entertainment central, and Deschanel remembers spending 2 days installing a secret karaoke system in the cabinetry. I think this living room is perfect and I couldn't love it more, she continued. Another area that received a significant makeover throughout the refurbishment process is the family room below, which also has a hidden screen. According to Scott, they added an antique-looking fireplace to a brick wall that was begging for some sort of focal point in the original construction. Additionally, their house has 3 private terraces that were designed with a lot of work, according to Deschanel. The majority of apartments in New York don't really have an area like this. We enjoy that we have 3 private decks. In reference to their primary home in Los Angeles, which they also spent years refurbishing, Scott continued, it just feels like we can get that little slice of what we have in LA. Given that they both chose blue hues for the color scheme that complement their bathroom, the pair felt that creating their peaceful primary bedroom was a team effort. You're really supportive of my interests. Let's get one thing straight, Deschanel said to Scott, who responded to the camera. her taste is superior than mine. The couple claimed to have spent a very long time creating their second dream home, and they are really pleased with the outcome. It was amazing to be here for the first time, Deschanel remarked. It was like a Christmas present, really.